Hey everyone, my name is Daniel and welcome back to the Finance Channel. Here today, we got to talk about Voyager Digital because a lot of stuff has changed over the past 24 hours and we got to talk about it because this has implications for Voyager as a company, the VGX token, Voyager as a stock, and if you're not involved in any of these, heck, it may be worth it to watch this video because in my opinion, these different assets have some of the best opportunities out there in the markets, which is why I talk about them on this channel so significantly. So if you end up enjoying this and finding some value, please consider subscribing. And with that out of the way here, let's get into this live stream, right? Not a video, we're doing a live stream today. So obviously the price of VGX reacting positively to this, roughly $3.70. Was rather significantly higher in the middle of the night, but has fallen a little bit since then. And when we talk about what just happened, it's pertaining to the Voyager loyalty program. And if you've been involved with Voyager in any way, shape, or form, this may be one of the biggest catalysts we have been waiting for really since the beginning of 2021, as it brings actual utility to the VGX token, Voyager Digital's native cryptocurrency. The more you hold, the better your rewards are. Now, what we were waiting for is, hey, September 1st, Steve Ehrlich said that we're going to be getting these different rewards, which we'll go through in a moment here. And in addition to that, we're going to get a brand new UI, a new user interface that builds everything around VGX. So when I go, talk about everything changing for Voyager as a company, it's not just the VGX loyalty program getting implemented, but in addition to that, it's the loyalty program having a massive impact on the look, the feel, and the actual Voyager platform. And we actually have something else to talk about, which is Voyager Digital's actual website, which we'll go through in the back half of this video or live stream here. But first and foremost, let's go through some of the new UI because I went on Twitter. Obviously, I'm personally located in Canada. So although I, do invest and stake the VGX token and have a majority of my stock market portfolio in Voyager Digital stock, I'm not able to actually access the platform. They'll expand it to Canada over the next little while here, which is in the plans. But I do have some screenshots here. Let's just go through exactly, what these look like here from this perspective. I hope you guys can actually see this quite decently. But first and foremost, on the front page, we do have a little banner on top that, really talks about the loyalty program, the VGX token, and then other news-related events. That's one kind of major change to the actual front end of the platform. And then you have the actual loyalty program where the app now visibly displays the different tiers and the different rewards that you get. Now, currently, these are, the 4 rewards that you get. You get the staking rewards, earnings boosters, 0.5, 1%, 1.5% on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and USDC, refer a friend bonuses going from $30 to $40, and crypto cash back on all of your trades. So now you have this visibly displayed for individuals who didn't even know about the VGX token, didn't know about the utility that it has in terms of Voyager as a platform and how it benefits you. Now that's clearly displayed here. And, in addition to that, you have kind of the app explaining the different things. But one of the most exciting bits is it visibly shows you how many tokens you need or how many more tokens you need to advance to the next tier. So they're almost gamifying this aspect of getting to the different tiers, and which obviously, does significantly help or does significantly improve the what do you want to call it, like determination or effort from a single individual to kind of go through these different tiers and obviously advance through them. Now, these aren't my screenshots. They were taken from different people on Twitter. I will remain or keep their names anonymous for now. Obviously, all of my tokens are held on MetaMask and staked through that way, which is, once Voyager expands into Canada, I'll put it onto their platform and be able to experience this. But this right here is a major step that changes the actual Voyager platform. And in addition to that, changes the potential of Voyager. And this is why. And I just want to kind of explain this to all of you here. When it comes to the Voyager loyalty program, we've talked about this before, and we got to understand this. This fundamentally changes the way the Voyager platform operates. We have a completely new user interface and just an overall new feel of the platform. And talking about expansion into Europe, talking about a start of a marketing campaign, expansion into Canada, These are all things that have been put on delay, at least in my opinion, because the loyalty program has not yet been put into effect. I think Steve Ehrlich wanted to get the platform updated to this, new user interface before exploring any opportunity of, further, exploring areas of marketing and things like that, which, now they will. We talked about this in yesterday's video. Steve Ehrlich has said that next week we may expect some big form of marketing announcement. What that is remains to be seen, but one thing very clear is that it's coming immediately after the Voyager loyalty program. And someone did mention the price of Smile Direct Club. What's happening? Oh, it was up a little bit. That's fine. Either way, you look at what's going on here, a lot of positivity. I'm very excited. And when it comes to the Voyager loyalty program, I think this is just the first steps, the first innings of what Voyager may become as a platform. I was talking with Rob from Digital Asset News. I know a majority of my subscribers are subscribed and watch his videos. I do see that through YouTube analytics. Both of us agreed, in addition to DJ Crypto rather, that the most exciting part of the Voyager loyalty program is not what we see here today, but is actually what we're going to see years from now when Voyager matures as a platform, expands into different sectors, and implements those new product acquisitions and things into the program in a way to where it's significantly different and significantly benefits you from the perspective of those new rewards. So that's my opinion on everything we've had happen here over the past 24 hours with the loyalty program. Great to see Steve Ehrlich on time with this. Great to see him executing. And that totally makes me very confident as a token holder, stockholder. And if I was a user, I'd be very happy alongside it with that. But the next thing I want to cover with all of you is the second major change. And I wouldn't title this video, "Everything Just Changed for this crypto platform," if it wasn't for multiple things happening. And I'm not exactly sure when this happened because I think it may have been over the past 24 hours, but we've seen a major change in the website of Voyager. And if we haven't, let me know in the comments section and roast me. But from my understanding, when I look at the actual Voyager platform here, or not the Voyager platform, but when I look at the actual Voyager website, this stays the same, right? This is normal, earn up to 12% interest, APR, etc. Featured on the different platforms here and whatnot. But then it starts to get a little bit different. Oh, what happened here? It was different. Maybe go app overview. Yeah, so you go app overview. I'm kind of stuck here because it looked a little bit different earlier. Just give me a moment here, guys. Was it the interest? I feel like they changed some form of these, the actual website portion of their website here. I'm just going to try and find exactly what I was looking at here. The broker model? Yeah, here. When it comes to Voyager, one of the big things about them, and this is really, really important for any investors, any token holders out there, and it is the cash flow for order model, or, whatever it's called. It's what Robinhood uses. It's been under a lot of scrutiny over the past little while, and I do want to address this because you got to understand that Voyager doesn't do what Robinhood does when it comes to, gaining revenue. They don't do it in that way. Now, they take a different approach when they connect to over 10 different crypto exchanges, and it's a case where they look through all of the different exchanges to give you the best price, right? And not many other brokers do this. And this website actually visualizes it in a very great way, where Voyager connects to these different exchanges, deep liquidity, reliable execution, commission free, and you get the best price. So when you look at everything that's happened here, a lot of this controversy with Robinhood potentially getting banned, there's been a lot of talk about that. Voyager does not fall under that same boat. That's really important to understand. And, they're really in the eyes of the consumer and benefiting the consumer from that perspective. So they don't do that, cash for order model, whatever it's called. And, that's a big positive. Let me know what you think in the comment section. But it's definitely something to look at from that perspective. My call is that they will release app to Canada as the sequence of TSX uplisting was said to occur. You see, yeah, I mean, when it comes to international expansion, I do want to touch on this because it is an important topic. International expansion is probably going to come to Europe first. And this is kind of my thought process around it. As much as I want it to come to Canada, it's probably going to, yeah, pay for order flow. Paul, I woke up a little bit ago. No, when it comes to international expansion, Europe will probably come first because Voyager already has the license to operate within Europe. If they wanted to, they could get to Europe tomorrow. Now, the thing is, they want to scale their platform. In addition to that, they want to, get their platform ready for expansion internationally before doing anything else because it can become a whole mess. And, you don't want that to happen. You want to do it the right way. So, Canadian expansion is actually just waiting for the Ontario Securities Commission. European expansion is simply waiting for Voyager. So, I really, is it easier to expand into Canada than Europe? Potentially. But, I do think European expansion will come earlier for that reason, at least, kind of from my understanding of this whole situation here. But either way, I look at Voyager, I look at what they're doing here. Such an exciting time. I look at their, comparing them to the other platforms like BlockFi, the interest that they offer is just phenomenal from that perspective. You compare it to BlockFi, it's, you have any significant amount of money on BlockFi, you earn interest of 0.1, 0.2% on any cryptocurrency out there. So you really think about it, why is BlockFi a $4 or $5 billion company in the private markets? And I just want to confirm this. BlockFi valuation, yeah, they're over a 3 in talks at a $5 billion valuation. Voyager, they're just around a $2.5 billion valuation on the public markets. They've obviously got a better model. They obviously make more money off of their customers. So you really think about it, there's no reason not to like Voyager, not to like what they're doing. And I do really appreciate this execution here on the part of Voyager, the team, and, things along those lines. So anyways, thank you all so much for watching this. If you found some value in it, please consider subscribing. I really do appreciate each and every one of you that watched my videos. And I do apologize for this website thing. Either way, Voyager's doing well, and I'm really excited to see what they end up releasing from the perspective of their marketing campaign next week. And I think that's something that we can all look forward to in the very near future. Stock buybacks, just last thing I want to mention here. Voyager has paused them for now. Not entirely sure why. Potentially, they'll start doing them in the near future, but they do have the opportunity to buy back up to 5% of their shares outstanding over the next little while here. So anyways, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.